8-Ball versus Scratch, which is the best? That's the question that we'll be answering in this video. We've got 5 categories, and the best of those 5 will be our winner. They are creativity of the skins, theme, their cool or intimidation factor, the flexibility of their color palettes, the practicality of the skin in terms of how much will it make you a target, and as well as a final point for the community vote in the community tab of the channel, so that's all up to you guys. Okay, for the creativity of the skins theme, they're both pretty creative. They have extremely similar styles with only the color swap really distinguishing them from one another. And so I'll be going off that and picking Scratch over 8-Ball because he's a full-on white colored skin and we don't really see those all too often, whereas we see a lot of skins that have a lot of the darker colors. And because Scratch is completely white, which is as bright as you can get in terms of just regular colors, I'm gonna give the unique factor to Scratch. For the cooler intimidation factor, I'm also giving it to Scratch, and I know the darker or black color of 8-Ball is pretty intimidating on its own, but when someone is running Scratch, you are going to instantly recognize the skin, and because of that, I think it will leave a larger impression, whereas with 8-Ball, if it's nighttime or you're at a bit of a distance, it's not going to stand out nearly as much. Yeah, so for that reason, as well as just feeling more cool overall, I'm going to give this point to Scratch. Now for the flexibility of the color palette, I have to give it to 8-Ball. There's no arguing that black as a primary color has an edge when it comes to mixing and matching with other cosmetics, many of which will have black as the primary color. The only back bling I had that even worked on Scratch was Ignition, which is from one of the only other mostly white outfits in the game, Whiteout, so 8-Ball wins this category pretty easily. And that brings us to the 4th category, which is, how practical is the skin to use, how much will it make you a target? And there's no question that 8-Ball is the winner of this slot because, he's darker, he's more subtle, the difference is literally black and white. So if you've been keeping track, you'll notice that we have a tiebreaker on our hands that is going to be decided by the community vote. And so at the time of recording for this video, there's currently 83 votes, so thank you to those 83 people for taking the time to vote. The result is that 84% voted for Scratch, 16% for 8-Ball, so it seems that Scratch is the better of the two for the vote and actually for the overall video because it got 3 wins out of the 5. That being said, I completely understand if you chose 8-Ball as your favorite instead. They're both really good and very close when you really compare them. But yeah, for this video, Scratch is our winner. So now I want to hear back from you all. Do you agree with the outcomes for the different categories? Which is your personal favorite skin? And are there other categories that you think we should have included in the comparison that you'd like to see included in future videos? And any other thoughts, suggestions, feedback, it all helps me to make better videos for you all, so thanks. Now if you want to see more, I'll put a few good videos at the end of this video, or you can head over to the channel where all those videos are hanging out. And if you're new, consider subscribing and click the bell icon so you don't miss anything. You're helping me to feed my cat, her name's Marshmallow. And I'll keep it brief, but just know that Epic should be communicating with us, even if they're going for this, I don't know what they're going for with not communicating with us, but it's really not cool. And they kind of owe it to us as a player base that's invested time and money into the game to let us know what's going on. So I'll leave it there. Have a great day. If you're here today, have a great Saturday, and as always, thanks for watching.